Good morning. Hi, this is Shireen. I'm saying good morning. Why? Because I'm making this in the morning before I go to work. This is Shireen Brown, and I was scheduled to be doing the meal prepping. I know some people couldn't make it, but what I did decide to do was make a quick video. And what I will do is send some links. This is about meal prepping. However, I'm also about balling on a budget, meaning that meal prepping part of that is actually budgeting. And because we know these grocery prices are out of this world right now. So what I do, I'm going to move this camera because I'm looking down and that's going to drive me crazy. But anyway, this is live and direct. There is no editing to this. So hopefully I will use the proper language. I won't say anything else. But I wanted to reach out to those who asked about if they could get any information from me and say thank you. And if you want something more in depth, I'll be more than happy. More than likely, I'm going to do a couple of videos about meal prepping. And I actually have a YouTube channel. Besides, I'm on TikTok, Shireen Brown. On YouTube, I believe it's at by Shireen, so the at sign, and BYSHIRENE. And I have several different vegetables that I've sauteed in like 5 minutes. And even I made a kale salad that's similar to Chick-fil-A in 5-10 minutes because I choose to have a busy life. Therefore, I need to have healthier foods that are fast, and I can do comfort foods as well. Southern cooking, I do vegan cooking. I can cook meat. I can do whatever I want. Right now, I don't eat meat. I eat seafood, so I'm not vegan, vegetarian. I don't do dairy much. But one of the things about meal prepping, I will say, is the first thing is I learned this in Weight Watchers. Fail to plan, plan to fail. So what you want to do is just decide what you want to cook and what for the week, and then go grocery shopping for that. My favorite place to shop, I don't make any money obviously off of any of these, is Aldi's. I will go to Aldi and I will purchase everything that I need there first, and then after that I will go to the other grocery stores. Why? Because the grocery stores are making huge profits right now. And whether you go to Publix or Walmart, you're still buying the same thing. One just makes it a little higher, and the other one makes it, I'm going to say the prices may have stayed the same, but the sizes are smaller. So what you were paying, and that's even a dollar store, what you were paying $1 for previously, which is now $1.25, it's now even smaller. But you're paying, it's a mental thing. You think you still have that low price. Well, and technically you don't, because you're getting less for what you're paying for. So technically you're paying more. And I'm a numbers person, and when it comes to that, with me in shopping and anything, I'm a numbers person. So I'm looking and I'm comparing to see what I'm purchasing. And most grocery stores have to do, I think they all do by law, but they have to tell you the price per ounce or price per product. And so sometimes I do check, I'll check the actual item that I'm getting to see how much it costs per ounce, as opposed to if I get something a little larger and how much it costs per ounce. I purchase things on sale. Publix is tricky because they have BOGO, but you have to look at what that price is. So for an example, I did I do the bag salads, like $2.99 some places. Sometimes they're $3.98. Same 12-ounce bag of salad with the dressing and the seeds or the toppings with it. Well, Publix has them for $5.98, but wait, they're BOGO. So wait, that's $2.98 or $2.99. So you tell me I'm gonna go here to buy this BOGO because it's a mental thing, but I can go to the store any other day and get it for the same price. So you've got to look at prices that way. So I do a lot of, especially down here. I'm originally from Connecticut, and I lived in North Carolina for 30 years. But down here, it's pretty much warm all year round. So I do a lot of salads, and I will purchase the actual bag salads because I like the kale. I like the variety that's in them. I'll purchase some romaine lettuce, the 4-pack, and I even have the organic 3-pack. And I'll clean that up, chop it up, and that'll be what I eat for the week. Salad wise. Meat wise, again, I don't eat that much meat, but when I did eat meat, Sunday was my prep day. Sunday morning was my prep day. or whenever I went to the grocery store to purchase my meats, got them on sale. A lot of times you can get them on Saturday mornings at a discounted price. You just check your local grocery store because they reduce stuff. They reduce meats. I had a deep freezer at the time. I even have a freezer now. I think I'm gonna have to tell my alarm to pause. Apologize. But what I do is actually I'll get my meats. Keep Ziploc bags. I will clean my meats up because I do rinse and clean them off. Bag them for whatever I want to cook for that week or whatever that time is at one time. Season them, stick them in the freezer, and when I'm ready to cook it, I just take that bag out and and when it's thawing out, it's marinating it even more. So I've seasoned, mix it up, and I just put it in a bag, put the seasoning in my Ziploc bag, put the seasonings in there, mix it around. I don't want to say mash it, but mix it around. And then I stick it in the freezer. It's marinating when it's freezing, and then when I take it out, it's marinating again. So that's one thing what I do with meal prepping. I also get frozen vegetables and get those, and I'll saute them. I keep the garlic cloves, not that minced garlic in a can. I get the actual pre-peeled garlic because it's about time constraints for me. So I get that pre-peeled garlic, freeze that because it lasts in the freezer. I freeze almost everything except raw cabbage and cucumbers. They do not freeze. I even throw tomatoes in there if I want to put them in a tomato soup. And that's how I make sure my vegetables, I'm not good at it. They don't go bad though. So I'll take whatever vegetables I like, have them in there in the freezer. If I want to do the steam, I don't do microwaves, but if you want to get the steam ones, get them out. If you want to do your rice, get a rice cooker, prep it, put your rice in there. And then actually you can put your whole rice pot in the refrigerator and take it out, add a little warmer, and warm it up the next day. Or you can make fried rice out of it. There's so many easy recipes online that you can go by. If you don't use that, you can do quinoa, same thing, put it in there. Depending on how big your family is, it might be a whole meal. I was talking to somebody yesterday and we were talking about, she does crock pot meals. So we're working. She goes in there, preps her foods, throws it in the crock pot. Bam, when she comes home from work, it's done. So even if you take your meats and season that way, Google crock pot meals, Instant Pot, which I used to call Instapot because it made more sense to me, but it's Instant Pot. I'll use that to bake beans. I do beans. I don't buy canned because a lot of stuff is processed and there's a lot of chemicals in there when they process it, and there's a percentage of bugs that they can have and stuff like that. So I'll buy dry beans. I'll buy them on sale. I buy them from Sprouts when I'm being organic like I like to be. They buy them and they have them in bulk there, and most of the time it is cheaper than buying a bag. But if you can't buy bulk right now, if you can't buy from Sprouts, then go to any store. Excuse me. Alexa, pause alarm. So I do that. And then also I'll get fresh vegetables. Sorry. Alexa, pause. Me and Alexa fight all the time. See? Alexa, snooze alarm. All right, thank you. Yes, this is live. So I had a garden. So I do have a little one right now. I'm still learning Florida. So I used to have squash. I cut up my squash, zucchini, get some red onions, get some potatoes if you like little. I get the bigger potatoes because they're more inexpensive or they're cheaper. And I cut them up, season them. If you don't learn how to season, get Italian dressing, put them in a bag. I mix them up in a bowl first. Balsamic vinegar. Sometimes I'll do it because again I like to make my own stuff. So I'll do balsamic vinegar and olive oil, and do my seasonings in there. If not, Italian dressing works well. Then I will actually cut them up, put them in a bowl, stick them in different Ziploc bags depending on the portion size, and freeze them. I'll roast some, and I think it's roast on 400. But again, you can Google what temperature do I need to, and how long do I need to roast vegetables, and it'll tell you. So that's two things. So what I'll do, also sometimes I will prep my meals. Like I'll just cook, because I was one person, but I cook a lot for one person. I've done it all my life. So what I end up doing is I will freeze stuff. So like now it's hard. I'll do baked beans, my own baked beans. Make a huge pot, and then I'll freeze them. So I have containers that I put them in the freezer. When I want baked beans again, I pull them out. That way. If I want bread again, I pull it out that way because I'll freeze my bread. Um, I do, so I'll do beans ahead of time, freeze them. Sometimes they're seasoned, sometimes they're not, depending on what I want to use them for. I'll do the vegetables again. I'll chop them up, get everything ready, stick it in the freezer so you have a fresh meal every day. Though I don't mind leftovers as well. I'll even take like the frozen. I get the frozen packs of salmon. I think I got it from Aldi, and I get wild caught. So they do have the wild caught there. And this last time this week, I just put because I didn't feel like cooking. I was doing other stuff, so I just put my pan, put a little olive oil or my avocado oil at the bottom of it. I even seasoned the bottom of the pan, put my salmon in it, rinsed it off. It wasn't thawed out, it was frozen. And I put it in the pan. I don't think I even sprinkled olive oil on top. Added some more seasonings on top, and then I had some sweet and sour or any type of sauce that you like. And I put it on top, baked it for 20 minutes or 25 minutes or 300. Delicious. Delicious. And then I had some vegetables I had already cooked for the week, pulled them out. So I'll make different types of vegetables so I can eat it on a different date. If I don't eat it by a certain date, I freeze it. So again, it's a lot of, you plan your recipe menu. You can plan your menu depending on how big your freezer is for a couple of weeks. And then you just prep. You spend a couple of hours in the morning or the evening on the weekend or whenever you're not working. It should not be an all day thing. One day you prepping your vegetables and cleaning them up if you buy them from the store. The next day you can be planning your meal and cooking them. That's what I normally do. I'll clean my vegetables and then I'll come back, chop them up later on, and then I'll cook early. I do early in the morning so that I don't have to have my whole day in the kitchen. And then the meats, I just season them, prep them, put them in the Ziploc bags. When I'm learning to label them, and when I label everything and you put it in the freezer, and I pull it out and cook it that day. If it's cooked, awesome. I just have to heat it up. But regardless, I don't have to go to the fast food unless I want to. That's really it, because there's always food in my house. There's always beans in my house. I keep canned tuna in the house just in case. I keep bread in the freezer just in case. I love bread, not to eat it every day. I even make my own butter. Vegan butter, but you can buy your own butter if you don't have time. I make my own sauces, so I make my own barbecue sauce. I make my own sriracha sauce. I make even my own sauerkraut, because again, there's so many chemicals that are going into these vegetables that we're putting in our body. I'm trying to help keep my blood pressure and everything else down in my life. So I've given you a brief example of what I do to prep my food. But feel free to let me know if you have any questions or if you want any more details. Again, I'm going to probably do a couple of videos. And if you go, please like my page. And even go to my Facebook page, which is Naturally Made by Shireen. It may say by Shireen. I think it says Naturally Made by Shireen. I'm on Instagram by Shireen. TikTok is by Shireen. And there's even some different little recipe shots that I put on there as well. Mainly vegan. But they're on there. I do smoothies, so people don't like to do smoothies because the vegetables spoil. I take the spinach. I get the big 16 ounce from Sam's Club. It's like 30 cents cheaper than Walmart. 60. It's the organic 16 ounce. I had to compare those prices. I'll take that whole thing of spinach and freeze it so it doesn't spoil. I'll take my vegetables. I overripe my bananas. I'll freeze those after I peel them and break them up. Any of my fruit, I get it. I find it on sale. If you're local here, just go to your local farmers markets, get it there, clean it up, cut it up, freeze it. Even a lot of people even do like a smoothie for each day. So they'll have their bags each day filled. So you have your fruits and vegetables in it. I use almond milk. And I will use sometime different proteins such as chia seeds or I use chickpeas. Somebody told me about using chickpeas, and that's pretty good. The unseasoned ones, and I cook them myself, but you can get the canned ones and just rinse them off. I don't particularly care for protein powder. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the filmy texture of it. So I get hemp hearts. I find different ways to get my protein in my smoothies. So that's a good way. If you make it fun and you have children, they will like it as well. And guess what? They're getting their vegetables in. And if they don't like green, put blueberries in it to try to get rid of some of that green from the spinach. And breakfast, the one thing is I'm not really a breakfast person, so mainly I do smoothies. And I make just eggs, so I was thinking about I have these little, they're poachers. So you can poach your eggs, but I can actually make little patties and you can freeze those and pull them out. Um, Breakfast is, and I eat a lot of fruit, so I'll make a whole fruit salad for the week. So I'll again clean up my vegetables, my fruits, put them in a bowl, take them out every day. I don't know why I don't just separate the bowls before, but I just put in one big bowl, then scoop it out every evening and morning for breakfast. So I have my fruit, have my coffee ready at work. But I hope this helps you. Again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm doing some things, but I'm just wanting to build up my crowd right now, or my crowd, my following, and not my crowd. And message me if you have any questions. And just remember, fail to plan, plan to fail. And you got this. You got this. All right. Thanks and take care.